We're not going to miss this Stone Edge because I've expertly trained this Landorus to not miss Stone Edges. It was a lot of time that I spent in the lab with this Landorus. We really worked on honing in directly, you know, hitting these stones that kind of bludgeon out of the ground. And as you can see, we do hit. And I think we just crit.
3, 2, 1, drop it. I'm sipping on hypnotic. I'm smoking on that chronic. Bass on the floor, make you lose.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Dell. Today we are taking on one of my all-time like longest friends in the Mons community. We're taking on the one, the only Galvanate. If you guys are excited for this, I think we're BBR week 2. That's what we're at. Please, you know, smash like button, subscribe. We're blowing up right now. I'm really having fun with a lot of these. Nate has Rain. I hate Rain. He brought the Noivern, which is a little annoying, but that's all right. We don't see what don't we see. He's got Tuskingtons. I mean, Rotom leads really well into basically everything. So we're going to lead Rotom. Rotom's a pretty safe lead here. We don't have to overthink it. Obviously, this is a scarier matchup because, you know, we have double Intimidate Mons, and that's a Defiant Kingambit. And you never really want to deal with that. You know, the one time a Defiant Kingambit is a little annoying. Also, BASCULEGION, the female version, kind of runs my shit. So we need to play around that. We do have Utility Umbrella Florges to help kind of scout damage and see what it is. If it's not Specs BASCULEGION adaptability, we're in a really good spot. If it is, it gets revenged by Rotom every single time it comes out. So in a perfect world, we can work around that. His only switch into Rotom this entire game is going to be the Tusk. So we just need to play aggressively into that and try to, you know, make some proper calls here. Good luck, have fun to Nate. If you guys haven't already, this is Nate's first like Wi-Fi league back in Gen 9. Please go check him out. He's a longtime friend of mine, like I said. I love the guy. We've been, yeah, I've known him forever, and he's just an awesome person. So super looking forward to this. So he leads Noivern as we have Rotom Wash. Now, obviously not the ideal situation. Draco's doing 54 to 64 if it's timid. If we're looking modest specs, worst case scenario, are we living 1? And do I really want to take that kind of damage? Turn 1, not necessarily. Modest specs can actually kill our Rotom set here. So I'm just going to make the safe play and go hard into our Florges. If he decides to U-turn, that is fine. I'm not too concerned about it. He'll bring in his Gambit, and we have Copperaja in the back to kind of soft check the Gambit. So we're in an okay position there. Super Fang, good tech. Unfortunate miss. Really good call from Nate there. Wow. Okay. Didn't see that coming. For what it's worth, I don't think a Hurricane after the fact would have killed us. Obviously, the Hacks is brutal. Hurricane from modest specs wouldn't have killed us, and because of Super Fang, I don't think he's modest specs. This is a really free Moonblast. I don't lose anything from clicking Moonblast here. He has no switch-ins to Moonblast. His only switch-in will be Gambit. If it's Defiant Gambit and we do get the drop, that is what it is. There's not a lot I can do about it. But we're going to see here. We're really hoping, yeah, it's the Gambit that comes in. Hopefully it's not Defiant. We're not going to know unless we actually do get the drop. The one time I don't want the drop, we get the drop. Is it Defiant? It is Defiant. Okay. A little annoying. Gambit now at +2. Not a lot we can do about that. Copperaja cannot super switch into it, which is very unfortunate. Things on the team that can switch in. I mean, Copperaja is basically the only thing that can switch into it. If it's an Iron Head into a Katao Cleave, it is a roll. So we're going to hope low roll, and go from there. If it's Adamant, this is a tough situation. Based on the damage that did, I am assuming it has a little bit of investment into HP at least, or it's an AV variant, because that shouldn't... I should have done a fair bit more. That was like 37 to 44. We do see the Terra. Really hoping not Terra Dark. If he Terra Darks, we're in a tough spot. He is Terra Fairy. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Okay. We prepped really hard for Terra Fairy. I had to kind of just make a soul read on the call. Iron Head, 447 to 300. So, Kaparaja, 447 to 300. That is 33%, which is about a mid-roll on Adamant. Okay, so I don't think there's speed in it. We know it's not Terra Dark, so Kowtow's a roll. Ironhead is the safe play. I am going to click it. If he kills, he kills. I have to go into Rotom, and then we have to Willow it. This is the one... We've prepped for it. This is the best that I had. Unfortunately, we just had a really tough Gambit matchup this week. So, we kind of need to pray for a low roll here. At 327, he does just switch. Thank God. So, 327, we were at 73%. His high roll is 75, so that is something we do have to keep in mind. Great Tusk comes in. As long as it's not Helmet, that's a good thing. That was about... What was that? What do we want to call that? Like 20%? I want to call that 20%. Ironhead should have been doing a little bit more. So that max HP variant, I think it's definitely max HP. He's going to have a little bit of defense investment. This is okay, though, because we have a pretty safe switch here into our Lando or Rotom. I don't really want to get knocked off. Lando's not a bad thing to have come in here because we can Terra Water. If he hard calls and spinners, that's just a really good play on his behalf. But I need to play aggressively into him, and if I can get a Swords Dance up with this, he really doesn't have a lot of options, especially if I Terra Water. So let's see here. He knocks off. A little unfortunate. You know, we lose our lefties. That's fine, though. Lando T. So after an Intimidate on a Tusk, we are Terra Water. Headlong Rush is doing right around 34 to 41%. So this is a good position for us to Terra, and I am going to SD on this turn. Noivern may be able to come in and revenge us if this does decide to attack, so it might not be worth it, actually. Might be better off just attacking in this situation, because we do have Stone Edge in case Pelipper does come in. I am not going to set up. I don't want to take... I don't want to be in a position where Noivern can revenge me so easily, and if it does just decide to hard come in, I want to be able to just hit it. So Pelipper comes in. This is fine. This is what we expected as the switch every single time anyways. We should be faster, barring a Scarf. And Stone Edge to a max defense Pelipper is going to do 50 to 60%. So, not the worst thing in the world. In a pretty good position there. Let's see. Terra Blast, we'll get a good idea of what the damage is off of this. In the rain, this should be doing 22 to 26. That's about correct for defensive, so I don't think Scarf at this point. Hurricane's only going to do 39 to 47%. If he U-turns, he U-turns. I could SD here. Noivern does revenge this, though, and I really just... I don't think that's worth it for me. SDing, taking the additional damage, and then having to switch anyways. I think I'd rather just Stone Edge, take my damage in case he likes to double. We're not going to miss this Stone Edge because I've expertly trained this Landorus to not miss Stone Edges. It was a lot of time that I spent in the lab with this Landorus. We really worked on honing in directly, you know, hitting these stones that kind of bludgeon out of the ground. And as you can see, we do hit. And I think we just crit. We did crit. I am sorry. I am sorry. That's tough. You missed turn one and then I Stone Edge crit. So I'm kind of getting super, super lucky right now. But I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. You know, end of the day, I needed this. I really needed this. Let's keep it a stack, ladies and gentlemen. We needed something to go our way. At the end of the day, we needed something to go our way here. Could go BASCULEGION. Could go into the Overquill. Both are absolutely, you know, pretty solid plays. Does go Noivern. Yeah, this is to be expected. Noivern should be his Revenge Mon. Seeing the Super Fang, I don't know if he Scarfed. He did switch out on the first Super Fang, so he could be Scarfed or Spexed still. Draco will pick up the kill from this range, even if he's neither. And I'm assuming Hurricane will for sure at that point. Hurricane's not. But Draco's close if he's a Modest set. I'm going to make the safe play. Florges is never a bad option here. He might Super Fang again, actually. But you know, actually, no, I'm, you know, we could go Rotom. I think Rotom's actually the safest play now. I'm just trying to think what's in the back. The Legion's in the back. No, we need to keep the Rotom, because the Rotom can live a hit from Legion at least. Florges is kind of most expendable at this point. And because we are... So he does this U-turn, so he could still be a Scarf variant. The beauty of this is this... the Gambit's not going to be +2 now when it comes in, which is great. So that's fine. We do know Adamant Gambit. It does have some HP investment, of course, because he's not running max speed. That's fine. Paparaja can come in, can deal with it fairly easily. Kowtow is only doing 32 to 37%. If he U-turned and went into something like Basculegion, we're in a really good spot. I think Overquill has a chance to come in. Yeah, Overquill is a good play here from Nate. He could Liquidation on a mid-ground as well. It is Air Balloon, so that's a really good bring into my Lando. Lando, however, is the best option to switch into this. That, or I could go into the Rotom. I don't really want Rotom getting poisoned, though. Lando is here to really just break through the team as it is, so I am just going to go Lando. He will outspeed me, so if he does double into Gambit, that's a really good play on his behalf. But because the rain is up... Wow, this is a sick double if this is Gambit. That's so nasty. Yo, Nate, that's a really good play, boss. I can't even... You know, I'll tip my hat to that. That's really nice. So, less than ideal situation here. Because if he is Sucker Punch, it is 61 to 72%. This is Terra Fairy. But we are in the rain... And I am Terra Water. So that is 51. So Lando at this point is at 79. So this is 81%. So we're outside of Sucker Punch range. Earthquake is doing... What is Earthquake doing? Earthquake is doing 51 to 60%. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to Terra Blast. Because at worst, Lycanroc can now revenge this. So we're going to Terra Blast. Obviously, he's got some HP investment. So this isn't going to do a ton. But this is kind of our best option at this point. I don't want to give a switch turn and give him an opportunity. That was a really great double from Nate. I'm not taking anything away from that. He played that super well. You have to make a hard call in that situation. I don't disagree with what I did, though, because I shouldn't have to overplay there. So we do live. We do have the bulk investment. This is good. Terra Blast is going to do a decent chunk of damage. At worst, you know, probably right around 50%. Good chunk. That's good with me. So he Sucker Punched that turn. I'm Swords Dancing. Yeah, I'm clean. I'm clean. I'm clean. Well, let's play the mind games. Let's play some mind games. Let's play some mind games. Let us play some mind games. How many turns of rain is left? 2. Nate, are you a 2-turn Sucker Punch kind of guy, or are you an immediate, fuck that, I'm gonna hit him? I think you're a 2-turn Sucker Punch guy. Ooh, you're an immediate, I'm gonna hit him. Shit, alright. He got the 50-50 right. I respect that. Does Terra Blast, that's okay. Because we can revenge this very easily. From this range, Lycanroc can come in. Lycanroc out paces the Sucker Punch, as far as I know. Should. 24 to 28%. Is that 24 to 28? That's a great question. I'm not entirely confident in that. We know Rotom should be able to live 1 from this range. Can't live a Kowtow, can live a Sucker. Which is fine. We go Rotom then. No, I think we go Dog. It's a roll on Skinner. Rotom's just so important. If I Willow him, what happens? No, he could be Lum still. Skinner, it's a roll. More in my favor. This is a roll in my favor. By a fair bit. Play Rough from Kaparaja at this range, even if he's max HP, Play Rough is doing 22 to 26%. That's not quite the roll I'd like, so I'm an Ironhead. If he goes back into the Great Tusk, that's fine. That means Gambit's not on the field. Also, if he's not exactly max attack, he's not picking up a KO here. Oh, actually, we live a Kowtow. Whoo, we live a Kowtow. Let's go. Okay. Rocks getting up would be nice. I just don't want to overplay it. Oh, you did bring Brick Break, but it doesn't matter. Kowtow was the other option there. We get rid of the Gambit. That's awesome. He's only got one turn of Rain left, which means BASCULEGION's heavily neutered. The Overquill's heavily neutered. We still have pieces in the back. Our Rotom's still available. This is good. This is a really good position to be in. Rain stops, so if he wants to go into anything, it's probably the Tusk at this point. If he does go Tusk, I don't want to give him an opportunity to set up or anything like that. Great Tusk. It looked like a max HP variant. Yeah, there's the Tusk. Based on the calc I did, it looked like max HP. We can always revenge this Tusk with Ment, even if he spins, because of how Play Rough's going to do 39 to 46. So, I don't think he's that offensive a variant. And I also don't know if he rapid spins here. If he does rapid spin, what's the option? Rotom. Rotom's the option. So we're safe. We're still safe. We just play rough. I don't want to go up, like, chuck rocks up on him spinning and not, like, put him in a position where he's easily revengeable. He does knock. We do live that. Based on that damage, can I see anything? It's good chip. Knockoff. Knockoff did... Yeah, this is a max HP, max speed variant, I'm presuming, based on that damage. I'm going to play rough again. He does knock again, that's fine. No issues there from me. He didn't bring a fairy type, and we are Scarf Ment. If it is Scarf Noivern, it is a slight problem. Elements from this range. I think we're playing this well. I'm very confident with my positioning up until this point. Draco is so free. Draco's so free here. Yeah, we can go Draco. Because if we go Draco and then he goes Overquill after, we go. I want to keep this for Noivern. I actually think Rotom's the play here. Because even if we get knocked, it's fine. The Legion's still scary in the back. Yeah, we go Rotom. I mean, if it's Specs Adaptability Legion to begin with, we're in a tough position. I think here, our safest bet is to actually Willow. I could pump too. You know what? I pump. The amount of damage that this does to my Rotom is negligible. At most, it's 60% with a CC. Pump is a guaranteed kill. I'm not too concerned if he goes into something else. The chip will be nice. We want to get everything chipped down for the Lycanroc in the end game here, and Ment's being, like, everything being low for Scarf Ment's is also really nice. Noivern, I can live any one hit from this thing barring Specs, so this is fine. He's going to find my lefties. Hydro Pump. We are going to hit. Nice. That's awesome. Good chip. Rotom into Noivern. I'm assuming this is a... Okay, Draco is 70%. Volt Switch is 30 to 36. We do have the safe switch always into Florges at this point. I am slower, however, and he can't really hit me. So I'm going to Volt Switch here. And he has... Like, he can go Tusk if he wants. He missed Super Fang again. Bro, Nate, I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. That would have been really good damage for you. That was actually very pivotal. We're just going to keep going with it. I'm not going to act like I'm not happy about this. You know, it's a little corny to be like, you know, I'm sorry for hacks. I don't feel like I deserve the win. I'm trying to play my ass off, and I know Nate is too. So I really want to just keep going at this. This is a safe switch. There's no switch into Moonblast. Nothing wants to switch into Moonblast, at least. Even Overquill doesn't super want to take a hit. I think hindsight here, I might have been able to just go Lycan Dog, especially considering this is probably a Scarf set. But I want to play this a little safer. Because no matter what comes in, like, I want information on this BASCULEGION. That's the other thing, too. Like, information on BASCULEGION would be super nice. Because if it is the adaptability spec set, I can still very easily lose this. If it's adaptability, Life Orb, Modest, with like Aqua Jet or something demon like that, like I faced it in Mox, I don't want to face it again. I'm really hoping that's not what Nate has. I will say, if I was Nate in this situation, I'd be fiending a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is Scarf Noivern after seeing that as well. So that's fine. Now, this is good because Florges in this situation, if we do see the BASCULEGION, we're gonna presume, so he goes Overquill. Okay, so it's not Legion. So I'm kind of assuming BASCULEGION's not gonna do a whole lot here for him. Overquill is also still a mon that can totally ruin me here. So we need to kind of play safely around it. Max attack. I'm assuming this is a sweeper Overquill based on how it was positioned with the rain and everything around it. If it is, it's just calc absolute worst case scenario, like a gunk shot into our Rotom. I'm not even fully confident. Okay, I don't want to make that hard switch. Lycan Dog. Lycan Dog. Now that the Noivern's gone, Lycan Dog is a little more expendable. Lycan Dog can take any one hit outside of a liquidation. And then it will fire back a close combat, which is great damage into it. We also didn't see Intimidate, so I'm going to continue to assume that this is a Swift Swim set. It could be Poison Point. If he liquidations here, that's a good play. But Lycan Dog at this juncture is the most expendable. So it is SD. Does SD Aqua Jet? Aqua Jet at +2 doesn't kill me unless he's a boosting item. So if it's Life Orb, good tech. If it's not, I'm about to get like a good chunk of damage. The other option here is to just Accelerock because we don't have information on this and play this safe because I can revenge it with Mence at that point. Because it'd be 45% that I'd be coming in with, and then Mence would be hitting it with Draco, which is a guaranteed kill. I'm actually going to play this safe. If he Aqua Jets, that's a problem. So I'm going to play this safe, and I'm just going to take the chip. Might be a bit of an overplay on my behalf, but I don't want to be in a position where I can lose to this. He does Liquidation, so he's not Aqua Jet, so I should have CC'd, but that's okay, because Mence can come in now. Mence is in a very good spot. Also seeing that, does Rotom get it from here? Rotom does not. Not quite. It's close, actually. But Rotom doesn't want to take a gunk. And if I miss the Hydro Pump, I lose Rotom, and then I lose one of my BASCULEGION checks. So I'm just going to go here. He has no Fairy. We can just click Draco safely, which is fine. And the Intimidate will bring him down to -1 as well. Or +1 only. So we're in a good position here. We just want to make sure nothing in the back. It's Legion, it's Tusk, it's this Overquill. So we are going to Draco. We can sack Florges to the Legion. And then Rotom can win from there. And then if not, then we're in a position where we have to hit Hurricanes. And based on the hacks of this game, I'm not fully confident in hitting those Hurricanes like I was the Stone Edge and the Hydro Pump earlier. But I think this is the safest option. He could SD again. But, you know, I'm just going to Draco because there's no switch into it. This is our safest play. Draco, we do hit. Awesome. Overquill goes down. Unless it's manual rain BASCULEGION, we're in an okay spot. Our Florges is low, mind you. If this is modest specs adaptability, we'll be able to know. There is no rain up, though. And the Legion is out. So what we will do is we will go our Florges. Rotom can come in after the fact, barring like Spec Shadow Ball. If it's Spec Shadow Ball, then we're in a position where we need Ments to kind of clutch the hell up. Sub. Okay, that's a little scary. But that also means not a boosting item, which is great. I could Synth, but I also don't want to let this thing just set up for free. Rotom will always outspeed it, so I'm not too concerned. We do get to scout a little bit of damage here. Also, seeing Sub, I don't think he'd be modest at that point. I'm presuming timid, because I feel like... Wave Crash, offensive. Okay. This should kill. It does kill. It's a little annoying, but that's okay. At this point, Rotom Wash can come in. The Sub is still up. If it's physical, it's not a ton of damage to me as it is. Wave Crash. So I am assuming adaptability at that point, however. No, we're fine. Our Rotom's safe here. Our Rotom's in a perfect position. We cannot be 2-hit KO'd by Shadow Ball. Unless it is timid. But if it's timid, then we're in a position where we're just needing... Like, we outspeed. We're fine. So I just T-Bolt, T-Bolt, Hydro, and win the game. I think I got this. I think we're good. I'm fairly confident with this end game at this point. You know, Mox went very similar to this. I'm super happy we got rid of the rain early. Obviously, the crit sucks, and it would have made things super different. All the hacks this game would have made this extremely different. The hard call read, honestly, like, Nate made a wonderful double play on the... I think I went into men's. No, it was the Lando. He made a great double on the Lando switch. So I'll tip my hat to him there. He's played phenomenally. I hacked him out of this game. I'm not upset that I hacked him out of this game because I need to win. And we want to make playoffs. That's the whole goal of this, is to make playoffs this season. Prove to you guys, you know, I can hang. And prove to myself I can hang. Because I've been playing well. And I'm happy with what's going on here. We do live. Awesome. And obviously it's Life Orb. We saw that, so we're in a good spot. Yeah, Life Orb. If he was Shadow Ball in this situation, it would be very different, but he's not. So we're fine. Even if he doubles into Tusk, it's whatever. We just Hydro Pump, and then we're Scarf Ments in the back, and I can lock into Dragon Pulse. I believe. Because Dragon Pulse, like, this Tusk is not going to be super high HP. Actually, does Ments get it from there? Max HP Tusk? Ooh, Pulse is close. I might have to Draco. So we do need damage on this Tusk then. Two options. We get Willow. Feels like a safe bet. This Tusk also can't touch us. So I feel like Willow's the safe bet, and then Hydro Pump. Because if he just decides to keep doubling back around, it is what it is. We can pump. But if we miss the pump, we're in a position where... I mean, if we miss either move, it sucks. We're in a position where I have to hit 2 Hurricanes, so... That's always fun. I'm gonna Willow. We hit. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are good. We saw lefties. We know it's not Lum. He body presses. Negligible. Which, good. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, I think we've sealed this. We just need to clean up and not miss our moves a bunch at the end game here. Obviously, I do feel bad, but I wanted to win. So the Willow's important, just in terms of the fact that if I missed a Hydro Pump there and he was a CC variant, he actually did kill me. So I didn't want to be in a position where I had hit 2 Hurricanes in the end. And as you can see, we do miss the Hydro. He does spin, which is a smart play. I am still Scarf Ments. So I'm assuming he's Ice Spinner. His best play here, realistically, is to just kind of chip me down. I'm surprised he didn't knock, in all honesty, first before spinning. because getting rid of lefties might have made a difference with Basculegion coming in, and then I'm forced to hit, you know, a move. But I'll take it. I'm going to Hydro. Even if he goes into the fish, we're in a good position. Body presses again. Doesn't crit. We're good. We hit the Hydro. Tusk goes down. And then we just T-Bolt. And we secure the game. GG's to Nate. Obviously, like, you know, very hacksy. It's the game we play. I got hacked out of so many games last season, so I've been there, my guy. My Gambit matchup was dog shit, so I needed a bit of a handout, and it's my birthday weekend as well, so this can be your gift to me, Nate. Thank you. And to all the viewers watching as well, thank you so much. I turned 24. You guys have made this like little half year the most enjoyable bit of my life in a while, and it's just been super nice being able to make content for you. So we are going to clean up 2-0. We get our first win. That's not in week 8 of a season. Man, I'm happy. This is our first like actual win since I think it was week 6 of season 4. So this is our first actual BBR win that wasn't like a meme game or anything like that, and like almost a whole, you know, in over a season. So I'm happy to get this out of the way. The monkey is off of my back. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to keep up with more BBR content, you know, links down below. Subscribe, bell notifications. I'm going to do a lot more content. I really hope you guys stick around because I'm having a blast with this. So I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Happy... When do we upload these now? Happy Friday. Later. Oh, Saturday. I'll just cut that.